If you were in this scenario, what would you do next? Investigate the cause of the accident and set measures to prevent it from happening again. Let's explore this learning journey together before we delve into the nitty-gritty of knowing what exactly incidents are and how to investigate them. Let me just briefly tell you the types of incidents that can occur. Incidents can range from fatalities, major and serious incidents, to more minor incidents. These incidents can even include first aid, near-miss incidents, and incidents stated in the first and second schedule of the WSH Act. Do refer to the Learner's Guide to know more about the WSH Act. In the event that there are WSH matters such as unsafe working conditions or at-risk behaviors at work, the incidents may also refer to any feedback or complaints. In fact, this list goes on to include any other incidents that may have occurred but are not mentioned here as well. All of the aforementioned incidents will be discussed in greater detail shortly. In terms of accident investigation, there are several differences in definitions that we should be aware of, which will give us a better perspective so that we can differentiate terms better. There are terms that are used in legislation, for example, the WSH Act and the WSH Incident Reporting Regulations. Then, there are terms used by individual companies based on their WSH policies. These terms could have different underlying meanings. This now brings us to consider the definitions of incident and accident. These terms are essentially different, but when you take a moment to think about them, you might find yourself wondering, how exactly are they different? Well, for practical purposes, most companies define accident and incident like this. An accident is an undesired event which results in harm to people, damage to property, or loss to process. You might be thinking, isn't that quite the same as incident? Wrong. An incident or a near miss is also an undesired event, but it occurs under slightly different circumstances. In addition, it could have possibly resulted in harm to people, damage to property, or loss to process. These definitions are similar, but have nuanced differences to them. Do we investigate only the serious accidents? What do you think? Well, there are types of incidents that require investigation to be carried out. Firstly, fatal cases involving the death of an employee or even multiple employees. Secondly, major incidents or accidents that result in the amputation of a major limb or perhaps the loss of an eye, causing permanent disability. Thirdly, a dangerous occurrence which might require either notification to a statutory authority or a major business interruption. Next, a serious incident that may involve one or more of the following: an accident resulting in amputation of minor body parts, a partial permanent disability, potential hospitalization, and absence from work for more than 3 days. This absence may or may not be consecutive or otherwise. It can also include minor incidents. By this, I refer to an accident involving injury requiring treatment by a medical practitioner. The temporary disability that comes with it should last less than 3 days. The next incident covers first aid cases. These are accident cases that require first aid treatment only and no subsequent medical intervention. Another situation to consider is a near miss. This is an unplanned event that had the potential to cause personal injury, damage to plants, equipment, and property if it had occurred in slightly different circumstances. Next up, there could be dangerous occurrence as well. To know more about this type of incident, feel free to refer to the first schedule of the WSH Act, where this term is clearly defined. Similarly, occupational diseases are also a type of incident that are defined in the second schedule of the WSH Act. Do take some time to look it up to help you gain a more in-depth understanding of occupational diseases. Lastly, incidents for investigation also involve feedback or complaints which are generally regarding WSH matters at work, such as unsafe working conditions and at-risk behaviors. Let's test our learning.